Hey guys, how we doing? Kenny B here from Cities and Suburbs. Boy, oh boy, I gotta tell you, man, I will say this. Yeah, it is a lot, that's for sure, to host the Olympics. How you guys doing? Kenny B here. Oh, Cities and Suburbs. Quick video for you. I mean, the Olympics are just, I mean, this year they're in Tokyo, COVID Olympics, by the way. Thank you for the COVID Olympics. Um, but the economic impact, and I'm looking at this on Investopedia.com. Many countries and cities within them bid tens of millions of dollars for a chance to host the Olympics, which are a joke. Many believe that the level of tourism and foreign investment huh, that result from hosting the games can be an economic boost or boon, as they say. Um, the mayor several years ago when the Olympics were in Salt Lake City, I believe the mayor was pleading, gone online or going public to plead to the locals to come to back downtown to the restaurants and things like that. But most locals that live in cities that the Olympics come to run for their flippin' lives. Others see the games as an overly expensive, leaving cities and nations with a massive debt and economic woes. So think about what's going on with Tokyo, right? I mean, everybody knows we should have pulled the plug this year on the Olympics in Tokyo. Um, it's really unfortunate for that nation to have invested billions of dollars to build seats, and there are no asses in them. Okay, that's why you go online, you see, the families. There's a split screen. Here in the USA, you know, particularly into swimming, you know, and you could see Alaska and um, the woman who won. I'm not following it at all, but it catches up with you. It just if you're paying attention to the news, um, but you have to acknowledge it. But it's great. The woman from Alaska that won a gold and in swimming, and I can't do it. I just can't do it. Tokyo, Japan is going to take it on the chin. There was no hotels of manufactured. Um, what are the benefits of hosting the Olympics? The drawbacks of hosting the Olympics. Um, I mean, there's so much money, you know. And let's go back to it. Boston a few years ago wanted to put in a bid to host the Olympics. Thank God. Do not bring the Olympics games to, and they shouldn't move them around. What's this? Let's make it so equal. It's going to be in Germany. It's going to be maybe one spot where the Olympics are held every 2 to 4 years, right? One spot. Because, some of these countries, they build all these stadiums, swimming pools, tracks, where, fields where track meets happen and basketball, and then they fall to the weeds. You know, I mean, come on, guys. Anyway, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I don't understand that at all. How is that going to be sustainable? I mean, I'm concerned about even the city of Worcester. I mean, Chris Sale did a rehab start. Mr. Deadarm. And did his rehab start with the Worcester Red Sox, and they put 9,500 people, 9,500 people into Polo Park. That's something they overbuilt that stadium. They should have just capped it at 7,000. But what do I know? You know, anyway, we'll see what happens there, and I'll go home here. And what do you guys think? I mean, the Olympics are just the Olympics, and swimming, and you know, it was great actually seeing the people swimming, and with all these COVID restrictions, and spitting into the pool. Anyway, just have to search here, guys, and I'll probably just ditch with this. You guys let me know, and well, I guess we'll see you. Well, we'll see you on the other side. Kenny B here with my 6-minute or 7-minute rant. Take care. Thanks a lot.